Happy New Year's! If you're watching this the day this goes live, hopefully it'll be January 1st. This lighting is not very friendly to me right now. We are going to UPS or somewhere, if they're not open, to print out our photos for our 2020 vision boards. I'm gonna be showing you exactly how I make my vision board, and also don't worry, not just how I make the vision board. I'm gonna be telling you at the end tons of manifestation tips and tricks you can do with the vision board to make sure that you actually accomplish your goals in 2020, because we are doing this together.
Get ready.
Get ready.
All I do is adore you all of the time. I like to I like to
So here are all the things I printed out. I'm gonna explain to you why I chose the ones that I did. Some of these are Noah, so I'll exclude those. Sorry, Noah. First, we've got debt free, because Noah and I combined have about $20,000 in debt still. And I'm gonna make an entire video on how we're getting rid of our debt this year and what we're doing to actively pay it off. I chose this chalkboard one specifically. When I saw it, I felt like it was like meant for me to see, because I did this meditation once and it was like a meditation to manifest your dreams. And in the meditation, you would see a chalkboard and write out what you wanted. And it was when I was trying to manifest us getting rid of our debt, and I would always write out debt free. I haven't done that one in a while and I'd kind of forgotten about it. So I thought this was an interesting reminder when I saw it. I also chose this beautiful head of hair right here because it's pretty close to my natural color with some highlights in it. I do like the shorter on me, just not this short. I would rather it be around shoulder length or something, or you know, just long enough to put it in a ponytail. And I do want it to be healthy. I want to stop coloring it all the time. I chose this picture of Sivanela. You might know her. She's another influencer at the beach, because I want to be more fun and I want to not take things as seriously. I literally was the type of person in 2019 to be like, oh, I don't want to get my hair wet, sorry. Or I don't want to get sand on my whatever. I don't know. I don't want to, who is that? That is not me. So in 2020, I really want to have more fun and get my hair wet when I go to the beach. Okay, and I'm also going to go ahead and put it out there. I am not afraid to say I'm manifesting it that I want to make 6 figures this year. I also did a stack of books, because in 2018 I would read like 1 or 2 books a month, and then in 2019 it was pretty sad because I'm someone who loves to read. If you don't like to read, that's different, but I love to read, and I only finished 3 books in the entire year, and that makes me really sad. So I want to read a lot more this next year. And then of course, because I am trying to get my channel back on track, or I'm not trying, I am getting my channel back on track, I also really want to become more minimalistic and keep a cleaner house this year. So I chose this really simple, bright, clean, minimalistic closet. I also want to become more of a plant mother and keep my plants alive. I have like 6 plants right now and they are not doing very well, so I'm gonna change that this year. I have this picture of a beautiful balcony because it's actually very similar to the type of balcony we're gonna have at our new place next month, and similar to the type of really awesome view we're gonna have, which I'm really excited for. And in 2020, I just really want to love the place I live. We have been kind of miserable at the apartment we're at right now. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know this place has been kind of a nightmare. It's a very long story. I'll make an entire video on it, but basically it's just been really bad. I want to take care of my space more. I want to decorate it in a way that makes me feel inspired. Like I said, I want to keep it clean and organized, and I just want to take time and put effort into where I live, so that way I wake up every day feeling inspired, as if I was going to an inspiring office somewhere. But I think that would be really beneficial for me working from home. I also have a couple jumping on the bed, getting a bit intimate, because yes, every single year on my vision board, I'm gonna have something that involves a relationship intimacy, because I do want to keep that fire alive and continually going in my marriage. And I also want Noah and I to be more playful in 2020. Again, I got really serious this year and stressed way too much, and I just want to make sure I bring the play back into our relationship as well, because that is very important. And I've got a consistent Instagram feed. This one's not that serious. Like, it's not gonna be the end of the world if I didn't come do this one, but I just change up my Instagram preset and my feed every single day, and it drives me crazy. And I would just like to prove to myself one day that I can do it. So maybe that'll keep me on track. We'll see. Also got one right here that shows a consistent channel that has like high watch time, high average view duration, and a lot of views, a lot of likes, a lot of engaged comments, and then a high overall AdSense revenue of $4,600 a month. Just goes along with getting my channel back on track. We actually have 3 that are all like kind of fitness related, and I'm gonna explain each one. This one is actually a fitness influencer, Rachel Ost, because I don't necessarily want to go to the gym to look like someone else's this year and I don't want to go to look a certain way, but I really want to feel stronger this year. The next one I have is it's someone doing yoga, because I also just want to be more mindful and more active with my body. Again, I'm not looking to look a certain way necessarily, I just want to feel better. With my job, I have become very sedentary. I sit at home on the couch to do my work a lot this year. I made sure to finally buy a desk when we moved. Just like last month, I bought a desk on Black Friday because I was so tired of sitting from my couch to do my work. And I just want to be more active because it is not healthy to always sit on the couch and not move. My knees have been hurting, my joints have been hurting, my back has been hurting. It's not good for me. I've also got a meditation photo, and you'll notice I wasn't afraid to do ones where the girls aren't necessarily fully clothed or conservatively dressed, and I think I kind of like that it represents loving the female body, which may sound weird, but something I have always not always. For a while I rebelled against this, but when I was younger I was kind of taught that I needed to be very modest all the time and always covered up. I grew up in a very conservative home, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be conservative, but I always kind of felt, especially after my sexual assault, ashamed of my body and ashamed of being a female. And then when I got older, I like rebelled into the complete opposite and went from like, you know, always feeling covered up to being like wearing little to nothing. And again, there's nothing wrong with either of those polar opposites, just depends on what you want. And I truly was just either rebelling or just staying under like my family's rules. And I have kind of just realized this year that female bodies are beautiful. There's nothing wrong with being female and loving your body and feeling comfortable in a two-piece at the beach. You know, it doesn't matter. We all have such beautiful bodies. Every body is beautiful, and I'm trying to remind myself of that because I'm always making sure on my channel to say like, all bodies are beautiful, while at home I will like sit in the front of the mirror with no one, be like, oh my gosh, I can't wear this, my legs look like this, or oh my gosh, maybe I shouldn't wear a two-piece because I don't want anyone to think I'm too revealing. And I just really want to get out of that mind frame. So while yes, I do want to meditate a lot this year, which is why I chose this photo, I want to really be meditating every single day. I used to meditate every single day, and in 2019 I stopped for like 6-7 months. So I do want to meditate every single day, but I also like that this represents being comfortable in my female body and not being afraid that I have skin. I've got this photo here that shows 4 girls marching, and it says together, because I want to be more active in my community this year. Also represents a community in general, or being around other humans. And one thing that I have been bad at this year is kind of sticking to myself and withdrawing a little bit from friends and not taking too much care of my friendships. So in 2020, I want to be more active in my community, but also I want to be more social and around more people as well, because I think it's really good for you. And then the last 3 are all quotes. I had another quote somewhere. Oh, 4 quotes. Okay, I've got use your passion to make an impact. Always a reminder that when I'm making my content, I'm not just making content to make it, not just making it for money. I want to make sure I'm using my creativity, the things I care about, to make an impact for other people. I've also got feel the fear and do it anyways. I talked about this in my last video and on my Instagram. I have realized that people that are successful in life are not unafraid. They are probably terrified, but they are doing it anyways, and that is what makes a difference. And this year I want to allow myself to be afraid, because that is normal, and not think that I have to get over the fear, but instead accept the fear and then keep going. So this will be a nice reminder. And then I take actions towards my goal every day. This is more of a mantra that I would hope that every time I see it on my board, I'll just repeat it. Like, I take action towards my goal every day. The very last one, this is a nice law of attraction quote or a mantra, and it says, I attract limitless positive abundance. I've always been attracted to the word abundance, because when someone asks me what I'm trying to manifest, I never just want one specific thing. I never really want an item. I just want a happy life. I want, you know, a community. I want to feel like I have purpose in life. I want to feel like I'm helping people. I want, you know, I do want financial freedom to be able to live a fulfilling life, but it's not the money or the items I value. It's like the experiences, it's the abundance. I've always loved the word abundance. So I like that it says I attract limitless positive abundance.
All I do is adore you all of the time. I like to I like to I like to love you every day. I like to love you, love you. I like to love you, if I may.
keys to definitely make a board that speaks to you. As you'll see, Noah and I's boards are very different. I didn't do any quotes, but he likes to do funny stuff because he said if he was to have funny photos or things that he already knows and represents, it's going to get him more likely to look at it every day. Noah wants to really do more California things and try out more things that are in California this year. So we put a picture of the Californians from the SNL skit, which I thought was really funny. He also wants to try surfing this year. So instead of doing a picture of someone perfectly surfing, he did someone completely, I don't know if you can tell, there's the water, there's him up on his board, completely airborne. That way he'd laugh every time and he'd really want to look at his board. Next, you want to make sure that this vision board or your vision board is somewhere that you're going to see it every single day. And you may think that it doesn't work and that it's not reminding you. It is. Whether or not you just glance at it and you don't even think you're paying attention to it, your subconscious is taking note. If you didn't know, I won a free apartment and $70,000 back in 2016, and I completely used the law of attraction to help me with that. And also, before we moved to LA, Noah and I did another manifestation technique. We manifested that we wanted to live in a 3-story townhouse and for Noah to get a specific job in LA. And within 2 months, we had found a 3-story townhome within our price range in California, and Noah had gotten the specific job he wanted for us to move out here, which was insane. So I will make videos on that really soon, but when it comes to vision boards, the next thing I would recommend doing is visualization. Not just looking at it every day, but visualizing yourself doing these things. I read somewhere, and I've heard a million times, that your brain actually doesn't know the difference between what you're seeing in your head when you're visualizing versus what you're doing in real life. So if you are visualizing yourself, like, you know, meditating every single day, or with, you know, being debt-free, or having a lot of fun, or getting active in your community, your brain is going to take that as if you are already doing it, and or as if it's already a part of your life, and you're going to start noticing that things are going to line up for you for that to happen. Often we don't even notice when there's opportunities around us because we're so busy thinking about the things we don't have and the things that we wish we had. But when you're acting and you're visualizing as if you already have it, your brain will start to notice certain things around you that can help you get to this reality. So if I want to, you know, be stronger and be more confident in the gym and be more mindful, and I'm visualizing that every single day, maybe I'm walking down the street and there is a meditation class that I've never noticed before, my brain is going to notice it next time I walk by because I've been visualizing it, and it's going to pick up on that. When I visualize, by the end I am crying. Usually I am crying. Often what I'll do is I'll close my eyes and visualize first a time when I felt amazing. Feel, you know, something that's already happened to me. So I always picture when I was up on that stage and I did win the free apartment and the $70,000, because that puts my mind in a state of gratitude. And then I will immediately go into visualizing the next thing I want. I typically don't do the whole entire board at once. I'll just pick one for that day or two maybe, and I will visualize myself having it. I will visualize myself on the exact balcony I'm living in with the exact, you know, closet I have, if there's certain beaches I'm gonna be at, what kind of clothes I'm wearing, what my hair looks like, what I'm acting like, what my body posture is, and I picture amazing things happening for me that are in the realm of the goals I'm trying to manifest. And you want to feel it so much that by the end you're crying. You want to feel as if it's actually happening, and when you feel that serious emotion, that is when you know you're doing your visualization correctly. And then the very last thing you want to do is take serious action. You want to take the correct action. And if you aren't visualizing and looking at your vision board and in a good mood and feeling grateful, you won't be taking correct action. You'll be taking spiteful action, jealous action, angry action. You'll be gossiping or doing things that are not on the proper wavelength to get the things that you want. So if you want to be connected with energy that is going to get you there, you want to be in the right mindset and taking the right action. So if you're wanting to be someone who lives a glorious life, you can't walk around being angry that you don't have it right now. You have to be grateful that it's coming your way, and you have to be sure that it's coming your way. So really have that mindset, and then make sure that you are taking the steps for that goal. We just finished getting ready and we're about to head out for New Year's Eve, and I'm excited. I just wanted to remind you that if you want to achieve and manifest your goals this year, this goes for me and for you, I'm really taking note of this too, you have to believe that you are worthy of them. So please challenge yourself to believe that you are worthy of the goals you are trying to visualize and manifest this year, because this is going to be an amazing amazing year for you if you let it be. And I'm going to let it be for me, and I hope you will for you too. So thank you so much for all of you who have supported me in 2019, and I'm so excited to see what we do next year. Don't be afraid to chase after your dreams and go out there and put yourself out there in front of everyone and show up for yourself, because you deserve it. And I love you, and I will see you all in my next video. Happy New Year's. Bye.